All right, let's dive into a question that every single person who loves to travel has to face. On the surface, it seems so simple, but man, it can get complicated fast. We're going to break down this dangerously simple choice.
So here it is, the big one. Solo trip or family trip? Seems easy enough, right? But this decision is actually super personal. It says so much about what you're really looking for when you get away. I bet you've had to make this call before, haven't you?
Because, let's be real, a lot of the time, the choice feels exactly like this. In one corner, you have peace, you have freedom. And in the other corner, well, you have noise and, let's just call it emotional damage. Said with all the love in the world, of course. And this quote, it just nails it. A solo trip is a declaration. It says, I'm free. A family trip? Yeah, that says, where is the charger? No, seriously, my phone's at 2%. Where is it? The priorities are just a little different. Okay, so let's dig into that first path, the quest for freedom. What is it about going it alone that's just so magnetic for so many of us? Well, the absolute heart of it is this: complete and total ownership. Your schedule is yours. You want to wake up at noon? Go for it. You want to eat dinner at 10 p.m.? Nobody's stopping you. There's no committee meeting, no lengthy discussion, and definitely no family vote that you're going to lose. And all that ownership gives you this incredible gift: spontaneity. You know that feeling? You see a cool little side street, you get a gut feeling, and you just go. You don't have to ask anyone for permission. It's the pure freedom to chase your curiosity. And that is a powerful feeling. But, and this is a big but, here's the trade-off. With all that freedom comes all of the responsibility. If every decision is yours, then every problem is too. Suddenly, you're not just a traveler, you're the CEO, the head of logistics, the chief financial officer, and the navigator, all rolled into one. All right, so now let's flip the coin. Let's talk about the other side of things, the beautifully messy, complicated art of traveling together.
Look, the number one truth about traveling with family is this: it is not an exercise in freedom. It is a masterclass in compromise. And what is compromise, really? It's that delicate little dance where nobody gets exactly what they want, but everybody gives up a tiny piece of their soul so the group can finally, move forward and actually do something. Sounds so mature on paper, right? But in the moment, it can feel a bit different.
Yeah, in the moment, it can feel a lot more like this. This isn't just a friendly chat about food. This is a high-stakes international crisis with 6 very hungry, very cranky diplomats. The pressure is on. Now, here's what's so interesting. The challenge of a family trip is often the noise, the constant presence of other people. But solo trips, they have the exact opposite problem: a silence that can sometimes feel a little too quiet. And it's so important to get this feeling right. We're talking about feeling isolated. This isn't that peaceful, I'm all by myself feeling. This is that uncomfortable, lonely feeling that can hit you when you're sitting at a dinner table for one, watching everyone else laugh and share their food. It's not peace, it's loneliness. So you've got these two totally different sets of challenges, right? But what's fascinating is how these different pressures actually forge different kinds of personal growth. A solo trip builds what I like to call quiet confidence. It's not loud. It's that deep down internal feeling you get when you face a problem. You get on the wrong bus, you can't figure out the menu, and you fix it, all by yourself. And in that moment, you realize, oh, wow, I can actually handle this. Family travel, though, it does something else. It trains your heart. The main question isn't, what do I want anymore? It becomes, what do we need? Maybe your partner is tired, or your kid is hungry, or your dad just needs to sit down for a minute. You learn patience. You learn to put others first and find your joy in their joy. So, at the end of the day, it's not just that the experiences are different. It's that you bring home an entirely different kind of memory. And this table just lays it all out so perfectly. For a solo trip, the goal is freedom. The skill you learn is self-reliance. And the memories, they're quiet, personal, just for you. For a family trip, the goal is connection. The skill is compromise. And the memories are loud, shared stories that become part of your family's history forever. I think it all boils down to the two profound questions that these trips ask you. A solo trip looks you in the eye and asks, who are you when no one else is watching? But a family trip, it asks, who are you when you're all together? And I love this metaphor. It's just perfect. One trip gives you space, it gives you air, it lets you take a deep, long breath. The other gives you warmth and that wonderful, beautiful chaos of a full dinner table. See? One isn't better. They just feed different parts of your soul.
So maybe the question isn't which trip is better. I think the real question you have to ask yourself before you even think about packing a bag is this. In this particular season of your life, right now, do you need peace or do you need people? The answer to that, it'll tell you everything you need to know about where you're going next.